Hey, I just got a call a few minutes ago. Did I hear them correctly when they said you fell down the stairs and ended up with multiple broken bones?
You heard them correctly. Right now, I'm in a really bad shape, and my whole body is in horrible pain. I'd really love it if you could bring some things from home to the hospital while I'm here.
I never thought you'd end up all screwed up like that. How embarrassing for you and me now.
Huh?
I'm sure the reason you fell down those stairs is because, like every time, you were dozing off while walking and didn't even see the steps in front of you. And because of you daydreaming like that, you fell down those stairs and hurt yourself. I'm sure that doctor was lying to me when he said that you're badly hurt and have all those breaks. No way that could happen to someone by falling down a couple steps. Are you not embarrassed by how this all happened to you?
Wait, why would I be embarrassed by what's happened to me? This has nothing to do with me dozing off and falling because of that. Are you not even worried about the condition I'm in right now?
Worried? What should I be worried about right now? You should be able to get right back to work after this, right?
I'm not asking you to be worried about me getting back to work or not. I'm asking if you're worried about the fact that I just broke a ton of my bones and will need surgery to fix a few of them. Don't you think you could be a little bit more considerate of my condition at the moment? It's going to take me around 2 months at the very least to get through most of my recovery here, and so there's no way that before the end of those 2 months, I'll be back to work.
What? So you're telling me you won't be going back to the office for a whole 2 months now? My God. You are the least helpful person ever, Mike. I feel so bad for the people that are going to still have to hand you some form of pay while you're out of work.
Can you please not say things like that to me now? I didn't end up this way because I wanted to be injured or anything. I'm not that kind of person, and I really want you to understand that what's happened to me was an accident. So please start talking about what's happened to me in a lighter tone. At this time, I'm in a tough place mentally, and hearing you speak horribly of me makes me come even closer to breaking down.
I'm not sure what you're going on about. I hope that after this accident, you learn just how useless you really are. To not only the company that you work for, but also to your family back at home. I knew for a long time now that you've been a waste of the company's payroll, but aren't you embarrassed by the fact that you won't be back to work for a whole 2 months now? You need to see just how much of a fool you look like right now. I swear to God, you are such an idiot.
Not even my boss talks to me like that about my position within the company, Angela. I never expected someone like you to talk to me in that way, actually.
Wait a second. Do you not even plan to come back home for the next 2 months then?
I have to be very relaxed while I'm going through my recovery phase. And so the plan was to keep me in the hospital for 2 months while healing from the surgery. And also while having myself tied up in the bed here.
My God, then what's going to be done about all the housework at home? Are you expecting that I do all the cleaning and laundry here for the next 2 frickin' months? There is no way that's happening, Mike. Just because you're useless and can't help our family doesn't mean that I need to pick up the slack and do all the work now.
Are you kidding me? You don't even have a job right now, Angela? You said to me that the trade-off for leaving your job is that you'd take care of all the cleaning and chores like that while I work. So I think it's totally fair that you have to do all those things for a few months while I'm here recovering. I can't come home right now as I'm not able to move out of this bed. And so can you please be the one to do all the chores? Besides, I won't be around the house much for a bit, so you won't even have to clean things as often as we normally have been.
Jesus, that is going to be a total pain in my butt, you know. Ugh! It's because I have to hold on to a useless husband like you that my whole life has been nothing but frickin' miserable. I hate this. Why do you think I'd ever want to give up my free time to do all the chores in the house? I don't care that you broke some bones, Mike.
Are you really saying this all to me right now? I'm telling you that I never planned on breaking a lot of my bones and becoming immobilized like this. Right now, I feel the same way you do. Miserable.
Well, I don't give a crap about you being miserable right now. You're the only one to blame for falling down those stairs, and so you don't get the right to sit there and feel sad for yourself. Right now, you've caused a whole lot of trouble for all those around you. You should be telling every single person that you've affected that you're sorry for being alive still and having to put more weight onto their shoulders.
Angela, you should know that you're being a little too overwhelming right now. For the time, just be aware that I'll be staying at the hospital in the center of town. I ask that you please stop by sometime soon and drop off some things for me. Books, games, anything that will keep me entertained while I'm laid up in bed for 2 months.
Huh? You actually expect me to go there and see you now?
Huh?
Why don't you ask your mom to bring some things for you? That lady is always free, right?
Please do not act that way towards me, Angela. It is not appropriate right now. And as for my mom, she's not going to be able to come to this hospital as easily as you can. She would also have to drive over to our house to get my things, and then drive another direction to get here. That's too much to ask from her. With you, all you have to do is drive 30 minutes to the hospital and hand me some things. Is that too much to ask?
I have a lot of things keeping me busy. Unlike you and your mom, I don't have the time to be running things back and forth from this house to you.
Are you kidding? So you're really not going to bring me anything? Let alone come and see me here?
Ask someone else to come and visit you with all your things. I don't have time for such tedious things as that. Now, I am a busy woman, and I have to get back to my life. Make sure to stop trying to text or call me now, okay? I need all the quiet time I can get right now to start thinking about just how useless of a husband you are and what I'm going to have to do about you.
What are you saying, Angela? Do you really not want to listen to what the man you married has to say? I'm serious, Angela. Why are you acting this cold to me now? Angela, today I'm getting out of this hospital. You really didn't even come one time to see me there while I was recovering, did you? Not even after the surgeries I ended up going through. I'm finally going to be coming back home now, but are you even still there? I have something very serious that I'd like to talk to you about, so it'd help to do it in person.
I made sure to fill out most of the divorce paperwork and leave it on the table for you when you get back.
What?
Your daughter and wife have moved out of that house now. I have no use for a husband that cannot work anymore, and so I want the two of us to part ways for good.
You have not even showed me an ounce of care after my accident. And now this? Well, thank God I got used to never seeing you for the past 2 months. And are you serious about having filled out divorce paperwork for us? And also about already have moved out of the house with our daughter?
I'm telling the truth, Mike. And why wouldn't I have done all of this? You were a huge thorn in my side even before you fell down those stairs, but after that, I couldn't imagine another day where you were my husband. I don't need myself a man who's just going to sit in the hospital for 2 months and tell his family to handle all the housework while he's gone. Your daughter and I are out of that house now, so go ahead and hand in that paperwork for me, please.
For crying out loud, thank you!
Now you're going to try and hide your true feelings?
No, I'm actually really thankful. I could never be happier than I am now. I'll make sure to stroll over to the city office today and hand him all those papers with a huge smile on my face. I will finally be back to the life I had before, freed from my chains.
Huh? What's up with you now? Why are you acting all joyful to hear this from me? I understand that you're probably just trying to act all tough and hide your emotions, but come on now, Mike. You're sounding like a madman now. I know for a fact that deep inside you are crying for me to come back to you.
To tell you the truth, that whole time I sat in the hospital recovering, you nor my daughter ever came to see me, and that gave me a chance to really think about the life I had with you both. So now that you're saying that you're both leaving me, I feel like that nothing's actually changed for me. If anything, I was a bit worried to come back home to you both being there, so this had lifted that fear off my back. I was a bit depressed thinking that I'd be going back to 2 people who don't even care about me, and would rather see me waste my life working away in order to keep them fed and under a roof.
Depressed? Why would someone like you be depressed by that when you're only just good enough to make money for us here?
Tell me, Angela, who's the actual person here that's useless and a waste?
Excuse me?
You promised me that after you quit your job a long time ago, that you'd become a housewife and get all the chores and cooking done, but that never turned out to be the case with you. Instead, both you and Sid would just sit around all day. And the moment I got home from work, would start going off on me saying that I need to get everything in the house done. Did you know that the reason for me falling down those stairs wasn't due to me dozing off at work? It was due to the fact that I was so exhausted from having to do so much at home for you two that I passed out the moment I got to the office and stumbled down 3 flights of stairs. Yet you never wanted to listen to the real reason for all of that.
You can say whatever you want to say about why you fell down those stairs, but I will not allow you to blame me for your incompetence.
I remember how you'd also go off on me about how my job didn't pay enough, and that it was because I sucked at it and needed to try harder. You'd also tell me to start working overtime so that I could make more for the family. But when I'd receive that in my next paycheck, you'd tell me it's not enough and that there's no reason for me to be staying late at work. It was always one thing or another with you, and no matter how hard I tried to make you happy, you never seemed to care. I even remember those days I'd stay late to make extra money, and when I got home, you'd ask me where dinner was and why I hadn't started making it yet. And not just that, but then follow that up by yelling at me for not having any of the chores done yet. I'm being honest when I say that I was at my limit. And so having you tell me that you want a divorce now is the best news that I've received in such a long time.
I can see that you keep blaming that all on me, but you know it's actually because you're a waste, right?
Say whatever makes you happy, Angela. I'm going to divorce you now, and I'd rather not listen to you complain about me anymore. I'll finally be free, so don't expect me to back down now.
You're free now? You have neither a job nor any money anymore, so what freedom will you possibly have? You're never going to be free now because you have no money to spend. You are a waste to this world, and that's why you've been thrown away by both your daughter and your wife.
I've been thrown away. You really view it that way?
Excuse me?
I'm sure that the only ones who will be in trouble after throwing me away will be the two of you. But, well, whatever life you have after this, do your best with it. I'm going to have that divorce paperwork handed in by the end of the day, so go ahead and live your lives however you like.
You don't have to tell me that, Mike. And as for you, good luck getting through the hell you've been gifted. And of course, you and I won't be family anymore, so don't come crawling back to us crying for our help. There wouldn't be anything in helping you for us anyway, since you have no money now.
I see. Well, whatever you think of me doesn't matter anymore. Just be glad that I'm not going to try and get any sort of revenge on you two after what you've done to me. I am being very clear with you that I am the happiest I felt in a long time. Thank you so much for leaving my house for me.
Is that so? It's disturbing to hear you say you're happy after something like this, but oh well. Goodbye forever, you frickin' loser.
There is one thing I forgot to mention to you though. I know every little thing about how you've been cheating on me with another man.
Huh? Cheating on you? What do you mean? Have you gone completely off the deep end now? Because what you're saying to me makes 0 sense.
I'm sure it makes a bit more than 0 sense to you. Did you think you could keep all your activities with him hidden from someone like me? I know for a fact that you've been with that other guy for a very long time now. And, as a cherry on top, I have evidence of it all.
What are you talking about? Are you just trying to make things up now so that you feel better about being divorced?
Why would I be making something like this up with you? As of right now, I'm not the one losing this battle we have between us. If that's what you want to make all of this, then go ahead and do so. But I think that I'm anything but the loser right now. And that's because I'm not going to lose.
You're just trying to make me get all worked up now, aren't you? There's no way you'd ever figure out something like that when you've been cooped up in that hospital for the past 2 months.
Don't get so carried away with thoughts like that. I told you that I don't have any intention of getting revenge, because I'm actually quite happy with us getting divorced. And tomorrow, I'm going to have all the locks to my house changed, just to be safe. Wouldn't want any chance of you getting back into my house to be there.
Huh? You're going that far? A lot of my things are still in that house, Mike.
I'll make sure to put them all in the trash outside for you, so don't worry about those. You told me that you guys have already left for good. So there's no reason for me to keep your things here, right? If you actually still needed any of this jewelry or clothing, you would have packed them up and took them when leaving as well, right? Allow me to make this crystal clear for you. I do not want you, or Sid, coming back to my house. But be aware that I will be talking with a lawyer about how you've been cheating on me, and I will make sure that there's a settlement that you have to pay me.
Huh? You want me to pay you a settlement? You understand that I don't have a job right now, right?
Oh, I do know that very well, Angela. And not only am I aware of you cheating on me, but I also saw that letter you attached to the divorce papers saying that you want half of all my properties in the divorce. But thinking that you'll be getting anything from me in the divorce is a bit too generous after what you've done. How about instead of acting as though you won this battle against me, you open up your eyes a little bit more and see the reality of your cracking situation? Why should I have to give you anything of mine in this divorce, when it's you who have been without a job for years now and have been cheating on me with another man behind my back? Had you done nothing besides ask for the divorce, you probably could have gotten half my things. But you went as far as cheating on me, right?
I am not cheating on you. Stop trying to paint weird pictures of me in your head, okay?
These are not false accusations that I'm making of you though, Angela. I already have solid evidence of you cheating on me, so it's no use trying to run from me now. It's better that you just embrace the truth now, so that you don't have to overwork yourself trying to live a lie. Anyway, I'm going to have a lawyer with me here soon, so running away is not going to be an option anymore.
Are you seriously getting yourself a lawyer now? Do you really think what's happening between us requires someone like them to be around? This is all supposed to be between us and not have anything to do with strangers. Mike, there is really no reason for you to go that far, right? We have been together for over 20 years now, meaning that there should be no hard feelings after something like this. Have you forgotten how much I loved you all that time?
What are you trying to say to me now?
We've been together for over 20 years. That's a pretty dang long time, and us having to divorce now is something that normally happens to any couple after this long. Let's just continue to be kind to one another and end things between us without creating such a mess.
Why are you trying to backtrack now, saying that you want all of this to end neatly? You were the one that forced me to go day by day with loads of stress in my life, while cheating on me in the background. And while I was in the hospital recovering from multiple broken bones, which I'm still having to deal with by the way, you filled out divorce papers and left the house with my daughter. You've made it pretty clear that you never wanted things to be neat when leaving me. And understand that I'm going to be generous by going through with this divorce, as that's what you've been so desperately wanting, right? But I will make sure that you pay me for all that time of mine you wasted, having a relationship with another man. And as I'm aware, the man you've been going out with secretly doesn't have a ton of money himself, so he might end up throwing you away when he finds out about me and my plans.
You even began to look into him? I have not been going out with him, though. He is just a very close friend of mine.
Oh, he's just a friend now, is he? Well, just to make everyone aware of this, I'll have the evidence of you both sleeping together sent to your parents' house.
What? Why would you send it all to their house? Why?
This is all being done to ensure that you don't lie to your parents about the real reason behind this divorce, and so that they understand the real woman you are. It's insane that you thought after pulling a stunt like that you'd be getting any part of my properties in the divorce. Well, that's really never going to happen for you. And all you'll be getting now is a court notice stating that you owe me money in the divorce. And I'm betting that you're going to have a hard time getting back out there and finding a job for yourself after spending so long being a fake housewife for me.
Why are you talking to me like you're going to come out on top? You're in the same boat as me right now, jerk. You don't have a job anymore yourself, and all your money is tied up paying for your medical bills.
Huh? Why do you think that I'm without a job right now?
You haven't been able to show up to work for the past 2 months, so your boss has fired you by this point, right? That's the whole reason I threw you away. I was not going to stay together with a man who thinks it's okay to just slack off for 2 whole months and not care about his job that made money for all of us.
Well, I was never fired from that job, Angela.
Huh?
I have never been slacking off, and I don't even understand how you got that idea of me in the first place. I told you that I was in a major accident at work, and that it would take me 2 months to recover from it. And that's just the time required for me to heal from the breaks themselves. I'm still going to be going to physical therapy for the next year or so to help me get back to the amount of mobility I had before. But I'm sure you never would have known about my condition or about how I plan to get back to normal since you never came to see me in a hospital.
What do you mean you haven't been fired yet? How the hell could that be?
I was given sick leave for a month and a half so that I could recover in the hospital. But I only used a month of it because after that first month, I got use of my left hand again. And so my boss was kind enough to allow me to work remotely, which I've been doing now for a month and will continue to do so as I stay in physical therapy. Therefore, I have not been fired from my job. I was hurt on the job, so they could never fire me for something like that anyways. I sure think you're a bit screwed in the head though for not ever coming to see me in a hospital, and for the fact that you continue to verbally abuse me for my injuries. But thank God I had been wanting to divorce you as well, so this is a win for both of us. Now, you and your daughter do your best with that man you've been cheating on me with, okay? And don't forget that I plan to take a good amount of your money in this divorce.
Mike, why are you not going to answer your phone? I even came all the way back to your house, but it doesn't even look like you're there anymore. And I can't even get into the house anymore because you changed the dang locks on me. What the hell do you think you're doing trying to play hide and seek with me?
Why are you coming back to talk to me again? And another question, why would I allow a stranger to come into my home without a good reason?
Calling me a stranger now? What is wrong with you, Mike?
Huh? How is that wrong of me?
Right now, I'm in a very bad place and need help. And it's made me see that I actually want to get back together with you again, Mike.
Are you sure you don't feel that way about us now? Because your boyfriend ran away from you after hearing about the amount of money I'd be taking from both of you?
Don't you feel a little bit sorry for me, though? Even Sid has turned a cold shoulder to me and said that she's going to live on her own now. So I have nobody left to love me and call family. I want to go to see my boyfriend and talk this all through with him, but he'd never listen to me now. And as for my parents, well, they're very pissed at me for what I did to you and everyone and told me to never come to their house again. And so I just want to come back to you now and live with you again. It's the easiest option for me at this point in time. So can you please start taking care of me and let me back into your life?
I'm laughing my butt off right now at how naive you're acting. I'm sorry, but it's gonna have to be a fat no from me.
Huh?
I don't have the mental strength anymore to deal with a frickin' idiot any longer in my life, so no. Have you not noticed that the whole reason your life really sucks right now is because of all the things you did to me? It makes no sense for you to come back to the person you hurt and ask for them to let you back into their life. Now, go back to suffering in that hell you've created for yourself, please. I am a complete stranger to you now, so never, ever come around me again. And I'm sorry for being a useless and jobless husband back then. And just as what has been expected, Angela was not able to get any sort of help from anyone she knew, and was left stranded with nowhere to go and nothing to do. I'm guessing that since she still gotta pay off the settlement I asked from her, that she'll be working odd jobs for a long while now, and realize just how cruel life is when you've slacked off for many, many years. I have still stayed in touch with her parents though, as they were really good friends with me, even before we had gotten married and had Sid, and they still tell me that every so often they hear her crying at their front door in near silence, hoping that one day they'll open the door and let her in. But what she doesn't know is that they're planning to have a large fence installed around their house, and so she won't get many more chances to be under the awning of their house. As for Sid, I haven't heard from her again since the day before my accident, and I don't expect to, but she never ended up blocking me on Instagram. So from time to time, I'm able to see her post, and see that she's found a man of her own now to get close with. It seems those two will get married soon, but I'm never going to need to bother with her anyways. It's just good to know that she got away from her crazy mom as well, and is doing alright with someone else now. I bet you that Angela really does regret ever cheating on me and then leaving me the way she did. But as for me, I'm more relaxed now and have a whole new life to live where I could do what I want and not be criticized for it. It'll be a while yet until she's fully paid every penny to me that I've asked for, but I'm in no hurry for the money, as I still have my job to give me a decent income. If anything, seeing her pay me a little at a time each month keeps me updated that she's still somewhere out there, trying to survive on the streets.
Hey, old hag, how have you been doing? Your arthritis isn't acting up, is it? You're really gonna start off the whole conversation with a big screw you, huh? What do you want from me? Also, just so you know, you probably shouldn't be saying things like that to people. Kind of a giant red flag for anyone that's dealing with you. You're basically announcing to the world that you're someone no one would want to deal with. Well, it's true what they say about old hags, though, isn't it? You guys really do talk too long about things no one cares about. I think it's better than young bitches who seem to have about 10 functioning brain cells, don't you think? So what do you want from me? What are you planning on giving me for my wedding present, huh? I want to know what to look forward to. Oh, wait, what? I don't want you to get anything that someone else has already said they would get for me. Honestly, since you're such an old hag and out of touch with nice things, you can just give me straight cash too. How about you stop calling me an old hag when you're asking the person for a gift, huh? I appreciate you being candid to me, but listening to you talk is seriously just pissing me off. I mean, can you really blame me? You don't look like you have any kind of sense of fashion, so I'd rather you just give me money, okay? I didn't even know you were getting married. I guess part of me really didn't care either. Congratulations anyway. Huh? We spoke about it today though, didn't we? Come on, Rita. How could you pretend you were listening to me when you really weren't? That's so mean. Wait, hang on. Is your sense of hearing already going away? I knew you were way too old for your own good. Good. I really don't want to get old. It's terrifying. I did not expect anyone to be telling me all this at the age of 35. Seriously, I'm not even in my 40s yet. My sense of hearing is going bad because I forgot about the story where you're getting married? Yeah, okay. If anything, I want you to praise my sense of hearing for intentionally filtering useless information such as you getting married from my brain. Oh, come on. You're totally lying when you say useless information. You must be really jealous of me for getting married at such a young age. You must wish you were young and beautiful like me, huh? Wait, what? How would I be jealous? What exactly am I jealous of? Of course you're jealous. Why wouldn't you be jealous of me? You're like 10 years older than me, you understand that? You're literally a living fossil to me. And yet, you haven't even gotten married yet. I actually kind of feel a little bit bad for you, Rita. But that doesn't mean that you should feel jealous or envious of your cute coworker who's nice and young. If you get all jealous on me, I'm going to have to get upset. I don't know what the hell you're saying, and it's honestly kind of spooking me. Anyway, whatever. Congratulations on your marriage, I guess. I'll think of something for your wedding gift. Don't worry about that. By the way, when is your wedding anyway? I don't remember that.
Wait, hold on. You're not actually suggesting that you want to attend my wedding, right? You're literally 35 and you want to come to my wedding?
Okay, I see. You don't want anyone that's over 35 coming to your wedding. Literally everyone is going to be younger than 35 that's attending, huh? That means that all of your relatives will also be younger than 35 years old, right?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I don't want an old hag that's not married and single at 35 to come to my wedding because she's totally bad luck for everyone around her.
I'm not sure how that's bad luck. Am I some kind of witch doctor or something?
A doctor? How full of yourself do you have to be calling yourself a doctor?
That's literally not what I meant when I said that to you, but okay, whatever, smooth brain. This must be the thing that everyone calls generational gap, because you're not understanding a single thing that I'm talking about with you. And I'm sure as hell not understanding anything that you're telling me.
Look, it's simple. I'm not going to let you into my wedding, okay? You are not coming to my wedding. You're just going to come to look for men to get married to, right? I know what you're thinking of at age 35 and being single. But I am telling you right now that I do not want some old lady to show up at my wedding like that to ruin things. You're going to embarrass me and my friends if you start flirting with them, so just stay the hell away.
I had zero intention of doing any of that, just so you know, but whatever, okay? I also didn't even want to attend your stupid wedding, so if anything, this works out in my favor because I don't have to come up with an excuse. I just wanted to know when you were going to get married because I was curious, but I guess that wasn't a good idea either.
As soon as I get married, I'm going to be leaving my job, just so you know. I've already spoken to my bosses and told them that I'm going to be leaving as soon as I'm married, too.
I see. Congratulations.
My fiancé is actually pretty well off. I mean, he looks kind of but, you know, money is good and money talks. He's kind of boring, too, to be honest with you. But he's an elite salesman at a huge company in Wall Street. I actually chose him out of several people I was seeing because I knew that this man had a really bright and rich future ahead of him. It's nice that I was able to get married to him while I was still able to make different choices and not be old and out of choices, you know?
Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure that you're being completely disingenuous when you say that, but whatever. Anyway, like I said, congrats.
Yeah. Thank you so much, old lady.
But I'm just curious. You said that he's got an face and he's pretty boring or something. Why would you marry him anyway? Wouldn't you want to marry someone who looks good or is at least funny to you?
I've actually been dating several people all at once, just like I said earlier. You know, I gotta see my options.
Wait, what?
As a result, he was the one that hit all the checkboxes, you know? And by checkboxes, I meant that he has the most income and the most promising future. I mean, there were a few things that were kind of sketchy, and I'm not sure I like them, but overall, he was the one who passed with flying colors, you know? Yay, me! Ah.
That's how you were comparing everything? This was all just some kind of competition to you, huh? I mean, it has nothing to do with me, so I can't really say anything about it, but I wonder what your fiance would say if he found out about the fact that you were dating around and seeing other people while you two were dating. He's a little older than me, actually. Kind of like you, you know? I mean, he's still younger than you, the old hag of the company, oh my god. But that's not saying much considering you're friends with dinosaurs. He must be so happy to be able to marry this cute and young woman who's willing to do anything for him. He'll be so happy and satisfied when he's with me, so for us, it's a win-win, you know what I mean? We're all happy here. I see. Oh well, whatever. As long as you two are happy about the whole thing, then whatever. Me personally, I wouldn't like it if my fiancé was talking about me and our marriage like some kind of trade deal, but that's just me. Literally, no one would want to marry you, you dumbass. You're unwanted, a leftover on the shelf. No one would want to marry a 35-year-old hag who talks way too much and clearly has way too much baggage. You literally overcomplicate everything. No one wants you. Yeah, you go ahead and keep talking in. I don't really care what you have to say. Anyway, congratulations on your marriage. Thanks. And seriously, please, please, please don't come to my wedding, okay? Promise me. Literally no one in this world wants to see some old bitch who's sad and depressed because she can't find love at all. Understood. I will not be attending your shitty wedding. I think you're probably going to be jealous of me for a while. But if you want to be upset at someone, you should definitely be upset with yourself. The fact that you're old and saggy, and you missed your chance to get married to someone. Yeah, literally no one would ever be mad or upset at anyone else for them getting married. Like I said, none of this has anything to do with me. I was just giving you my 2 cents is all. Goodbye. Have a good one. I specifically asked you not to come to the wedding. Why the hell are you at my wedding? You even specifically told me that you were completely uninterested and that you had nothing to do with me. You promised me you wouldn't come. I knew you wanted to be around me. Stop acting like you just didn't care about anything. Are you some kind of stupid? Seriously? Have you been inhaling paint fumes or something? No, I'm pretty sure that you're the one that's being stupid right now. Huh? What? You don't even know why I came to the wedding, do you? And before asking me what I'm doing here, you ran up behind me and literally kicked me in your heel. Are you ashamed at all? Or is your brain incapable of feeling shame? You're the one who should be ashamed. How dare you come to my wedding after I specifically told you to stay away? Are you not embarrassed that you came all this way to dig for men? You realize that everyone sees through your lies, right? Why the hell did this old hag bitch show up to my wedding? I don't want anyone thinking that we're friends at all, because we're not. They would think less of me for being around you at all. Get the hell out. You know, you're acting awfully tough trying to chase me out of your wedding. Are you really sure that you should be doing that right now? I would think twice if I were you. What the hell? What are you even talking about right now? Ha! You came all this way to your coworker's wedding and you want to find a man that badly? OMG. No one is ever going to fall for you, Rita. It's just impossible. Actually, there's a couple reasons it's impossible, and one of them is that you're way too old. How about you just give up and accept your single life all alone? Okay, I understand. Ah, so you finally accepted, huh? Good. I've given up on any hope that having a conversation with you will lead to some kind of understanding of each other.
This was all just a waste of time from the get-go. I never should have tried.
Some old bitch is showing up uninvited to my wedding. Of course I'm going to chase you the hell out. If you finally understand the kind of position you're in after getting kicked in your stupid herniated back, you need to get the hell out.
All right, well, you go ahead and tell my little brother, the groom, I said hey.
Huh? Little brother? What are you talking about?
I'm actually going to go home peacefully and quietly, okay? Don't worry. You go ahead and tell my brother I said hey, and then I'm only going home because of his fiancé.
Wait, hold on, Rita. What are you talking about, little brother?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Your fiancé, the groom, Randall, is literally my younger brother. Talk about living in a small world, huh?
What the hell are you talking about, Rita? Stop lying. You're not making any sense, and I'm tired of entertaining your stupid conversation already.
I mean, it's a fact, so what do you want me to do about it? Not like you could just wish it away. I most definitely was not invited to this wedding by you. You're absolutely correct. You told me to stay the hell away, and that was my intention, but, you know, my younger brother really likes me, and he invited me to his wedding as his family member, so... Unfortunately, though, his fiancée happened to be the same empty-headed girl that uninvited me from the wedding. So...
You're lying. Tell me that you're lying, Rita, please. This isn't just some kind of BS that this old hag is just spewing to mess with me, right?
I don't think I've ever done anything to specifically target you and make you feel bad, but... You've been saying that on your own, right? I don't think you'd be able to come up with a single example of when I actually did anything to single you out. Who is the one that's literally name-calling me right now? It wasn't me. You've never even called me by my name. It's always old something. Read all of our messages, and you get someone to tell me who's singling out who in this conversation. You freaking grenade.
Wait, hold on. Are you seriously calling me a grenade right now? There's no way, right?
Who the hell else would I be talking to right now? You literally kicked me without saying a single word after I showed up at the wedding. Not a single word. What kind of nerves do you have coming at me like that? I mean, seriously, I just don't understand.
Wait, hang on just a second, Rita.
You're way too late now, Anne. You've gone way too far for me to be comfortable. I'm going to go home now. I've already left the wedding venue, just like you asked me to. I will not be attending the wedding. It might be a huge problem now that I'm not going to be at the wedding, considering I'm the older sister of the groom after all. But to be fair, you brought this on yourself. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, I guess. Anyway, whatever. Good luck. Have fun. Bye-bye.
No answer. Please answer the phone, Miss Rita. I'm begging you. Please pick up. What do you want from me now?
I don't have anything I want to talk to you about anymore. I've already tried my best to talk to you.
I have things that I want to talk to you about, Miss Rita. You can't just vanish on us like that. You really are a pain in my side right now. I didn't know that this was what would happen. Randall is so pissed off because he found out what was going on. He says that he won't talk to me until I fix things. Please, come back right away. I need you to be at this wedding.
I don't care how many times you call me, Anne. I'm just going to ignore your call. I will never answer any of your calls. I don't have anything I want to talk to you about, so don't call me.
Why would you say such a thing to me, Rita? Come on, don't be like that. We're gonna be relatives soon, you know what I mean? We can't do this to each other. You're really setting yourself up for a really bad relationship from now on. Don't be like this, sis.
I honestly have no intention of ever having to interact with you as a relative, even after we become relatives, just so you know.
Wait, what are you talking about, Miss Rita? I don't understand.
I'm saying that I'm going to tell my younger brother everything that you told me before you got married. I've decided that after you decided to roundhouse kick me in the back without saying a word.
What? What do you mean you're going to tell him everything? I literally haven't told you anything at all. Nothing that's incriminating anyway.
Well, how about the fact that you were dating several people at once and not actually making a decision until you felt like it was okay? I think that Randall has a right to know about everything that you've been iffy about this whole time.
Wait. Don't be so rash like that, Rita.
You can't just stop me like that. You've got to come to terms with what you've done in the past. Don't worry about it. I've already taken the liberty of letting my younger brother know about everything. I sent the screenshots from our text messages earlier. I think you're a little too late there, Anne.
Are you being serious right now, Rita? Please tell me you're just joking.
I'm sure he's figured out now that you're just going after the money or status now. It's not because you actually love my younger brother or anything like that. You're just using him. I think he's already figured out that he's basically just being compared against other men, too. That you couldn't really decide till you thought that he had a lot more money.
You realize what you're doing to me, right, Rita? You're kind of breaking everything that I've built up. If you keep this kind of thing up, Randall is going to freak out on me and get really pissed off. And I'm going to have to deal with it. Actually, it looks like he's already freaking out at me, so yeah, thanks for that, Rita. I need you to do something for me, or this whole thing is going to go to shit, and I can't have that happen.
Yeah, if this keeps up, the whole wedding might just be called off, huh? Maybe even your engagement. I think there's a saying for that. It fits perfectly. What was it? Oh yeah, rest in peace.
What? Are you seriously going to abandon me that easily? This cannot just go like this. You have to save me. The only reason that I'm being cornered and chased into this situation is because of one person, Miss Rita. And that person is you, Miss Rita. It's all your fault that I am in this situation. Do you not have any intention of helping me out at all?
Yeah, I literally have zero intention of helping you out at all. Especially considering I literally haven't done anything at all. If anything, you're the one that kicked me in the back and just chased me out of my own younger brother's wedding.
Yeah, apparently Randall's friends actually saw that whole thing go down too. They all told Randall about what happened. They couldn't keep it to themselves. Can you do me a favor and just tell him that it's not what it looks like? That there's more to it than just me kicking you? It's just a complete misunderstanding, and frankly, it kind of hurts me.
Dude, you know what hurt? You kicking me in the back. What exactly is the misunderstanding part anyways? It's a fact that you tried to chase me out of your wedding by kicking me in the back. Or am I remembering this whole thing incorrectly? What more or less was there that happened? That's literally factual information that they're saying.
I mean, that might be the case, and everything you said might be true, but I don't know. The only thing I was trying to do was chase some old bitch who was past her prime out of my lovely, amazing wedding.
Yeah, just so you know, our boss was also watching the whole thing unfold in front of his eyes too. He's going to be going home with me too. He said that he doesn't want to take part in your celebration.
Wait, why? Why would he want to go home too?
Well, it looks like you weren't listening to anything that anyone else had to say at all, but I'm going to be getting married to him this summer.
Wait, what? Married? What the hell? I did not hear anything about that at all. I would remember some old lady getting married miraculously.
Yeah, I kind of figured that you weren't listening. But that's just the way it's going to be, so yeah. You should be happy that you already submitted the paperwork for your resignation. Think about if you hadn't. Realize that this whole debacle was more than enough for our boss to fire you, right? At the very least, if not sue you.
But the department manager is really young, and somehow already the manager of the department. He's super elite and actually going places. And to top it all off, he looks really amazing. Why would a man like him be with such a slob like you?
Sorry to break it to you, Chief, but you're just another cheap woman and I'm not. I'm actually kind of impressed by how aggressively you can talk trash about me after all that's come to light. You really do have some kind of belief in yourself, I'll give you that. This pretty much guarantees the fact that you're going to be out of a job real soon. You might not even be able to get married. And you know what else that means? You're just going to be a jobless woman. You're really taking the L on this whole thing, aren't you, buddy? You've lost your marriage partner and you've lost your job all in one go.
I am going to get married. I haven't lost him yet. What are you talking about, Rita?
Yeah, that's if Randall is still interested in you after he found out about everything behind the scenes and seeing you dropkick his sister.
It's all your fault, Rita. You sent some random screenshots when you really didn't need to do that. The only reason that he's getting mad at me right now and I'm under the microscope is because of you, Rita. The wedding should have started already and it hasn't even begun. This is all your fault and I want you to pay for it. Why the hell isn't anything starting? What the hell am I supposed to do about this?
I don't know, Anne. What do you think people should do about this?
I'm so pretty and cute, though. Why is this happening to me? People who are cute and young like me don't deserve this kind of treatment.
You realize that being young and cute has an expiration date, right? You've got maybe a year, 2 years tops.
What?
In that short duration, you've got to find someone who will deal with your crazy and deranged ass. Who also apparently happens to be pretty rich and willing to spend all of that money on you. I mean, just to be honest with you, with a personality like that, I'm not sure you're ever going to find true happiness, though. Good luck! Anyway, that's it for me. See ya! Anne had been told off by Rita, and she was initially really shocked by the whole ordeal. That wasn't the end of her whole shit show, however. In addition to Rita telling her off, Randall was also beyond furious by all the new facts that were brought to his attention. He was also furious that he was tired of dealing with Anne and her antics, so he just cancelled the wedding outright and paid for the cancellation fees. The whole wedding was called off in the middle of the event, and the engagement was called off as well. She lost her job and quickly became jobless and single in the blink of an eye. She's trying her best to try and find the next victim for her to try to sink her teeth into, but she's got no money, so she's having difficulty even going on dates, and so she's just getting older day by day. Can really see where this is going to end up in the near future. Rita, on the other hand, married the department manager who was very wealthy and smart. Her marriage was celebrated by many people, and it was a polar opposite of what you saw with Anne and her failed wedding.
Hey, Lily, come on! Where are you going? You know that I was only joking, right? Don't make such a big deal! Ha 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 ha!
A joke? How dare you try to downplay it like that? You asked all of those questions about how I was raised and humiliated me in front of everyone. Your whole family is laughing at me. How could you do that to me?
It wasn't anything like that, though. I just know that my family would be interested in the kind of girl that I was marrying. Besides, you know I come from a really important family. We're not like other families. We can't just let anyone in.
But that wasn't all you did. Even after all that, you still just had to throw your water on me. I'll never forgive you for this.
No, you don't understand. That's just something we do. We need to make sure that anyone we let into our family is tough enough to take on whatever might get thrown at them. That's all.
How is it something you've done before if you're an only child? Oh, do you just do this to every single woman you let into your house?
No, wait. I didn't mean to say it like that. Please, don't be like this. You know you're the only girl for me. I know that you know that.
The only thing I now know is that I don't know you at all. But now that I do, I know that we can never be married.
What are you talking about? You don't have to be like this. Come on, we're both getting up there in years. You know it'll be easier if we just get married.
Is that the only reason you can think of to marry me? What even am I to you, Charles?
You're the girl that I, an heir from a rich family, am asking to marry. And I think you just barely passed my parents' eyes. So as long as you just fly straight, you'll be fine. I know that you were raised by your father and that you were poor, but at least your face is okay. Well, it's okay once you balance it out with the rest of you. Anyway, you're pretty enough for me to marry you, so be happy.
I don't believe it. Were you always like this? Did I just never realize?
Come on, I'm the same me that you've always loved. I don't get what you're making a big deal about. Are you forgetting that I'm saving you from living out the rest of your life poor and alone? You know you have to come back to me. You don't have any other choice.
No, I've made up my mind. You and I are not getting married, and that's final. And I'm gonna take myself home.
Man, you're really being a pain in the butt. You know that? You know that I don't have to take that from you if I don't want to, right?
Oh, well, thank you so much for doing me the favor of taking it. But I don't need anything from you anymore. I want to marry someone who would see me as their equal.
Yes, and I want a rocket ship to take me to Mars. This is the real world, and you need to start living in it. Of course we're not equal. You're far beneath me. And that's just a fact.
I really hope that this isn't how you see the world. That's just horrible. But I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Just stay away from me and out of my life.
Man, you really like dragging this out, don't you? How long until you give this up? And we go back to being together, babe.
This isn't an act. I'm hurt and upset, and I don't want to see you or your family ever again.
And just what do you have to say about my family? Huh? You're trying to insult them as well?
I'm certainly not trying to praise them. And if that's how they treat every potential suitor you bring home, then I don't see how you're ever getting married.
How dare you make fun of my family? Do you have any idea who you're talking to? We built this country, you ingrate!
You're delusional, Charles. Just leave me alone.
I'll make you pay for this! Hey there, Lily. How'd it go meeting Charles' parents today? I know that you had a lot to talk about. But when do you think you're coming home?
I'm sorry for not saying anything, Dad. I'm coming home alone right now.
Well, that's okay. Nothing to apologize for. But is everything okay? Did something happen?
Well, actually, yes.
I never realized that he was that kind of guy. I'm so sorry that he put you through that, Lily. That's horrible.
It was horrible, but... I just don't know what I ever saw in him. He was a walking red flag, and I just never noticed it until now.
You didn't do anything wrong, so don't blame yourself. He tricked you and led you right into that trap. If anything, I'm sorry that he used me to make fun of you.
Dad, please, if I don't have anything to be sorry for, then you have even less than that. Charles has no idea how behind the times he is criticizing single-parent families. Not only did you raise me, but you also became the CEO of your company. I couldn't be more proud of you.
Well, I couldn't have done any of that without you, Lily. I mean that. But anyways, you need to stay away from those people. I already have some of my guys looking into them. But do you have anything that could serve as evidence against them?
Of course I have the messages we've sent and even some voice recordings I managed to take. They're a bit choppy, but I have them.
I'm sure they would be more than enough. Would you mind sending me all of those? I have no idea what the person who thought to partner with them was thinking.
Dad, thank you so much for your help. I'll pretend like I don't know anything, and it might be good if you don't let anyone onto what you're doing either. And I'm sure they tricked whoever dealt with them at your company the same way they tricked me.
You might be right about that. But okay, things are in motion. Let's hope this goes somewhere.
Sounds good to me, Dad. Also, I'm gonna pick up a six-pack on the way home. I need a drink after today, and you're welcome to join me. Then, tomorrow, I'm going to the courthouse to annul my marriage.
Well, I must say that I'm looking forward to both of those things. Hey there, Lily. I just really want to apologize for yesterday.
And just what are you apologizing for exactly?
I just wanted you to know that that wasn't the real me. It's just, I change when I'm around my parents. I know what I did hurt you, and that it wasn't right, and I just wanted to say that I'm sorry.
You can't honestly expect me to believe that this is genuine, right?
I want to marry you, Lily. I mean it. I don't want anything to change between us, and I want us to get married, just like we planned to.
Then you really mean it? You're really sorry for everything you did?
Of course I am. I wasn't in my right mind yesterday at all. I know that my family bullies outsiders, and sometimes I get swept up in that. I'm sorry I wasn't brave enough to say anything to them, but I really love you, and I know that much is true.
Okay then. I accept your apology, Charles.
Really? You mean it? Oh, you don't know how much that means to me. Thank you so much, Lily.
But I want you to know that I wish you had stood up for me and said something to your parents.
I know. I should have done that from the start, but I promise to do it from here on out. Nothing like tomorrow is ever going to happen again. In fact, I've told my parents that I never, ever want to talk to them again.
Did you really say that to them? What did they have to say in response?
It was my decision. They didn't have a say in any of it, but I told them that if they weren't going to respect my future wife, then they could say goodbye to their son.
Charles, I'm so conflicted. I don't know what to believe now.
Believe in me, Lily. The me that you know deep in your heart, that you love. You said you accepted my apology, so some part of you must still have faith in me, right? You do still want to get married, right?
Please don't ask me that right now.
I'll take your silence as a yes, and keep planning. Good morning, Lily! Wait a second. Is today the day we were supposed to be getting married? Oops, sorry. I won't be able to go today.
What are you talking about this time, Charles?
I forgot that I had already made other plans for today that I just couldn't back out of. So I guess you'll just have to handle all of the cancellation of the wedding yourself.
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about, Charles.
Okay, let me break it down for you. I can't go to our wedding because I'm leaving for a trip with my family today. So you are going to tell everyone that there's no wedding, and then you're going to pay for all of the cancellation fees.
Oh, we were never even engaged in the first place.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I know you had something sent to my dad's place, but I was pretty shocked when it said it was an invitation to our wedding. After all, I'd already gone through our process of formally dissolving our engagement.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
It means that I accepted your apology, but that doesn't mean that I forgive you. I knew that your apology was fake from the start, and I was never taking it seriously.
You stupid woman! What are you even talking about? You're supposed to be broken up over the fact that I'm leaving you at the altar!
I have no idea why you think you can treat people the way that you do, but I never signed any names to any wedding plans, and I'm not paying any fees to cancel them.
And so what? Do you think that's supposed to hurt me or something? It doesn't matter the cost. My family is rich.
Well, did both your parents know about this little scheme of yours?
You mean the amazing prank that I just pulled on you? Of course they knew about it. We're all here in the airport laughing our heads off at how stupid you must feel. And soon, we're gonna get on the plane and leave for our trip.
So you were all in on this then, I see. In that case, I really won't feel bad punishing all of you.
What punishing are you talking about? Have you gone crazy or something? What could a little nobody like you ever do to touch my family?
Well, for one, both of your parents just lost their jobs.
Are you telling me both my parents were just fired? You seriously need to work on your lying skills if you think I'm going to believe a word of that.
It's no lie, Charles. I know that both your parents work for Grell Corp, or rather worked for, I should say, but they were fired over this.
That's impossible! My dad runs Grell Corp! That's literally my last name! And my mom is a department manager who oversees hundreds of workers! They aren't people who can just be fired at the drop of a hat! And just who was it who did the firing anyways?
Well, that would be the president of Sky Inc., which Grell Corp is a subsidiary of.
Hold on a second. Now your lie is getting too complex. What does the president of Sky Inc. have to do with any of this?
Well, him and my father are very close business partners, and more than that, they've been friends for years. My dad mentioned this to him, and they said he would look into it.
Wait a second. My dad is on the phone. Oh crap. He looks really upset. I think he's apologizing right now. Please tell me none of this is true.
I'm afraid that my dad showed him some of the hurtful messages and recordings I have of you and your family. The hurt isn't over for you, though, and you will be hearing from my lawyer.
Wait, hold on. This has to be some kind of joke, right?
You lied to me, humiliated me, and then tried to cancel our engagement on the day of our wedding. Then you tried to leave me with the bill for it all. This is no joke, Charles.
But you tried to insult my family. I had to put you in your place.
I made one comment about your family after you ripped apart my childhood, all because I was raised by a single father. I told you that I would never forgive you for this.
You haven't won yet. I'll get you back for this. I will have my revenge! Lily, I'm so sorry for everything, but can I please just ask you one little favor?
Are you really trying to pull the same trick with me again? And just what makes you think I'm even interested in hearing anything more from you, much less help you?
No, please, listen, I promise I'll give you a real apology, but you have to listen to what I want to ask you.
But I don't really care about your apology or your request. So, what now? It's obvious you haven't spent any time thinking about your actions, so I don't see the point in wasting my time on you.
Wait, no, please. I really have been thinking a lot about everything, okay? I mean, even my dad blamed me for all of this and disinherited me. I don't have a home. I don't even have any money.
And what's that you want from me?
I want you to forgive me. I don't want you to say that you'll marry me or anything, but I want to go back to the way things were between us.
Are you sure? Because it seems to me like you just want money. I know that you've been really bad about your spending, and now I assume it's all coming to bite you in the butt.
Wait, how did you know that?
Why else would you try and make me pay for all $25,000 of our wedding reservations? You're probably up to your neck in debt now because you don't know how to budget.
Sure, I have debt, but I don't even have a house right now. My parents aren't going to give me any more help, and I don't know how to get out of this by myself. Please, I don't even have any friends left. You're the only person I can turn to.
Well, unfortunately for you, you're still gonna have to pay for the way that broke off our engagement.
You mean even though I'm going through all of this, you're still going to make me pay?
Of course I am. It's clear to me that you still haven't really learned your lesson. That's why I'm not done punishing you. You can apologize all you want, but I know how to really hurt you. In your wallet.
Okay, I get it. I'm really sorry that I took the whole being from a rich family thing too far. I really didn't mean any of it like that, and I never should have looked down on you and your dad the way I did either. Besides, I had no idea that he was friends with CEOs and a big businessman himself.
So you mean to say that all it takes for you to not belittle someone is knowing that they're also rich? It's because that's how you see the world that we can never be together.
Wait, no, please! Lily, can't we just meet up and talk about this in person? I'm at your house right now ringing the doorbell. Are you home?
What are you talking about, Charles?
Please, just answer the door. At least let me talk to you. I'm not going to stop ringing the doorbell until you come out and talk to me, Lily.
No, I mean that I'm at my house, but I don't hear any doorbell at all. Are you sure that you're at the right address?
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you playing dumb? Of course I have the address. Now open the door. Wait a second. Did you call the cops on me?
Why? Are the cops where you are right now? Oh, wait, it was probably just the owners of the house where you're at who did it. I mean, I would too if there was some crazy guy outside my door.
No, this can't be happening. Please, Lily, can't we just start all over?
I think you have more pressing things to think about right now, Charles. After that, Charles was taken away by the police and brought back to his parents' house. Apparently, there was a similar-looking house in my neighborhood with the same last name on their mailbox, and that was where Charles made his mistake. He was warned by the police to not do that again and ultimately let go. In order to pay the $25,000 bill for the cancellation fees, Charles ended up borrowing money from several shady sources. But with his parents out of a job, he had no choice but to pay all of that back himself. Never having worked a day in his life, Charles was forced to take very low-paying part-time jobs. Apparently, the only things keeping Charles' parents together were their money and their hatred for people. However, after being fired, they now had no money and were poor themselves. I heard through the grapevine that the marriage did not last long after that. Despite both of them going their separate ways, however, they both agreed they still wanted nothing to do with Charles. As for me, I'm so grateful to have a loving father who would go to the ends of the earth to protect me. As a reward, we took a trip overseas together and have been enjoying reconnecting after such an ordeal. On that trip, we were able to reminisce together about the trials and tribulations we faced only having each other to count on in life. Dad always talked about how he has me to thank for all of his success, but I think he truly enjoys being able to step in and protect his daughter when she really needed to be.